Hello there, it's Romy again. If you just saw me for the first time, it's because I just started my YouTube channel. The last video I posted was the presentation of my channel, so if you want to go check that out, make sure you do after this video. I am a mechanical engineering student and I'm specializing in sustainability. So in today's video, I would like to recommend to you 6 of my top picks for documentaries or TV shows on Netflix that should really help you gain knowledge about sustainability and to have a global perspective on climate change. So instead of watching Friends or The Office or Gossip Girl for the 5th time, maybe you should watch these. So the first one I have to recommend is The World's Most Extraordinary Homes. So this one is absolutely my favorite show about architecture on Netflix. This show is about 2 hosts, one architect and one British actress, embarking in a journey to visit grand, beautiful, particular homes all over the world. They are commenting on their architecture and design. I truly believe that design is a key aspect in sustainability. So this show shows us how people live elsewhere in the world. It shows us how they connect with the environment around them and how we should all be global citizens of the world. It honestly gives me so much motivation to get my finances together to be able to afford such a huge, greatly designed home. This show puts social spaces in the center of the house, which shows that it's really more about the people and how we relate to a space that is important. The 4 episodes of season 1 are my favorite because they cover coast, forest, underground, and mountain. So this show really relates to sustainability because you have people with different backgrounds, with different budgets, and in different spaces of the world. Architects really need to consciously consider all these aspects to make a good project. So now let's hop to the second TV show I'm recommending. It is called Islands of the Future. In this show, we explore 5 different islands in 5 different episodes, and each island has a very particular climate. It enables them to have very specific energy demands and constraints. In each episode, we get to see how each island has developed renewable energy to respond to their energy demand. What is great about this show for sustainability is because each island has a success story of how they were able to implement renewable energy into their island to respond to their demand. Usually the islands have a population of about 4,000 people, so it's way less than our big cities. So we're not talking about a big city, but at least it's governmental action who was able to implement renewable energy in this area, and it was successful. So how can we take what they've done and put it even on a bigger scale? Again, like I said in my previous video, we want solutions in a large scale. I was saying that I was not going to show eco-friendly tips on my channel because it's not enough. Once we've gone through all the things you can swap to lower your waste, then you need something else, you need more. So my third recommendation would be the documentary series Rotten, especially the episode called The Avocado War. I really thought this episode did a great job at showing how complex this industry could be, generating $800 million in Mexico alone. We saw in this documentary environmental issues such as water scarcity and land loss, infertility because of overplowing and tilling. We saw political and social conflicts with the cartels who wanted to control the industry's huge money. And then of course, with all the money involved, we did cover the economic aspect of the avocado industry. So the 3 of these cover the pillars of sustainability. So my first reaction at the end of the documentary was to feel like I should never eat avocados again, forget about guacamole, forget about avocado toast. But truly, after reflecting on it, it's really not the solution. Quick, extreme decisions are completely at the opposite of a sustainable solution. What we need to do is actually address the issues such as the lack of water access for everyone in Chile and the lack of safety and security in areas like Michoacan in Mexico. One of the solutions the documentary gives us is to implement certifications that would put pressure on the avocado plantations to respect access to water and other social issues. Now on to the fourth recommendation, which is Decoding the Weather Machine. So it is a documentary on the longer side, it's about 2 hours long, but it does a really good job at depicting the whole situation around climate change. They do go through experimentations and research to actually claim what is happening on Earth. It is a thorough analysis of the carbon on our planet. If you didn't know, it is carbon dioxide that is a vector of climate change. To put it simply, the more there is carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the more we can feel the effects of climate change. So, like I said before, these documentaries tend to put the solutions at the end. And what they're suggesting in this one is to put carbon back in the ground instead of the atmosphere through agricultural techniques and the plantation of trees. This is called carbon sequestration. In the soil, the carbon is actually really useful for the health of the crops. One sentence I love at the end of this documentary saying there are many strategies to address the climate crisis. It's likely we'll need all of them. So we are almost through our list. So if you're still watching this video, make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel for more about sustainability. So my fifth recommendation is one of the episodes of Abstract: The Art of Design. This episode is called Bioarchitecture, and it speaks about biomimicry, which is learning from nature to dictate or influence the way we design. It is a very important concept for sustainability regarding innovation. The study of nature allows us to seek more research and knowledge to help us create new materials, new techniques, and innovate through new design. Two good examples of this are the study of a spider web to create stronger and more resilient materials, and also if we could replicate photosynthesis in a machine, then it would really help us in carbon sequestration, like I said before. So my final and sixth recommendation is prediction by the numbers. So we've covered science, we've covered climate change, we've covered industries, and now we're covering mathematics, especially probability and statistics. To give you an idea, I just had my university class of probability and statistics, and I had a D in this class. But it doesn't mean that if you don't know anything about math, you just did your high school math and that's all. It doesn't mean you cannot watch it, because they make it very easy to understand and you don't have to actually apply these mathematics to your everyday. You just need to understand the concepts and the way it is used for the industry. So even though I got a D in math, I was pretty pleased with what I learned and the perspective I gained with this documentary. It really goes in depth about data analysis and how we use it to make models and study trends. So finally, I really think that opening your horizons to things you don't know is really good for sustainability, because with the more information we have, the more we can link things together to have a global vision of a subject. Sustainability is really about that, to have a global mindset, to think not only here how it affects me, but also my society and also people all over the world. So really being able to make these links is what will help us have a more sustainable mindset. So there you go. This was my list of 6 documentaries that you should watch to gain knowledge about sustainability. I do want to cover more of these solutions, so make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't seen my first video explaining what I want for this channel, I would highly recommend you do so. All of this tremendously helps me as a tiny channel here on YouTube. So have a great day and see you later.